into the draft for itself here, but it's a super strong early game draft. If they can get the ball rolling for Carl with the Tigers, potentially Boom Esports might be seeing a better 10th-minute mark here to really snowball the game into quick succession.
Okay, we have seen good drafts and even better execution. So right now, the ball is in their court.
The ball is in your court here for whether or not Boom Esports is able to convert that early game tempo with the Sun Tzu, with the Zhang Fei, and also the Shi. We will need to find out how they execute this draft against Alpha Gaming's strong tempo here. But without further ado, this is the second series of Day 5's knockout stage. We will head towards the Gorge.
Yes, the last series of the day. It's going to be between APG, MKL's third seed, and Boom Esports, the PKL second seed. And this has been a matchup we have seen time and time again within KIC2025, but it's going to be the last time between these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, coming from the same group to meet down here in the lower brackets as well. Look, this is destiny intertwined, and you know, this is essentially a preview of what potentially could happen in the later parts of this tournament as well. MKL versus PKL.
Absolutely, depending on who goes forward, could be a rematch of the PKL fall season, or we could be seeing another MKL-PKL matchup here, but it's going to be Shishan obviously using the flash to just go around, back into the backline of the Azure Golem here, looking to get that quick pickup onto draw, but it's going to be Carl having to get away with the light.
Okay, I like this aggression coming in from both teams, right? They're showing you that they want to fight over these resources. It's very important. But unfortunately for Boom, they did not manage to get the steal on the Azure Golem, and they have already lost theirs, in fact, so this is going to be a huge issue for Carl.
Yes, lost momentum, but also losing Sun here. Could be the potential. Burst blood going over to the boys on Boom.
And Danny, we talked about his consistency. This guy has been consistent. He has showed up. He has put in the work. And right now, Boom, they get the first blood.
Hey, I mean, we said, where's the father on the Gorge? But it's not Danny, it's Daddy.
I like that coin, and we'll take a look at how far this is going to go, because Carl, he is looking to step up as well. He needs that level 4. He needs it because Yulong is already at level 4. Definitely has more EXP, definitely has more farm. He's just hit 5 on this.
Exactly. Yeah, he's going crazy. But at the same time, obviously, we saw Carl be expended down to the bot side of the map, so we're expected to see a little bit of a gap here because he spent a little bit too much time out of the jungle.
Yeah, that's true. Right now, it's about pushing advantage.
Already paid for that first blood. It's giving a takedown onto draw, and you don't be losing that beast so early in these team fights.
Yep, exactly. Draw is not level 4, that's why he could not save himself, but here comes the potential steal. Oh, they wrestle their way in. There's no way Boom gets this. And Boom, look, they're trying to keep up, but you may have the control, but you don't have the life to survive the burst potential of APG.
I mean, just because APG are kind of playing a sprint here, I mean, Boom could play the long game and just look to be like, you know what, guys, we'll catch them up as we get into the mid to late game.
That's true, but can they pass the 10-minute mark? I think once we hit the 10-minute mark, that's the true challenge for Boom, right? Because APG definitely has a pretty decent hold, close to 1,000 gold ahead of Boom Esports at this point. Not giving away too many kills, that's great for them at this point for Boom.
Yeah, obviously right now, Boom, Miji, we know as the playmaker here for the team. The older brother, he has been coined here, but now we see checking the wrong brush. It's going to be Carl taking a little bit of a beating there from Shisha, but the set sail, is it going to connect? No, it connects, but gives him enough time. The unbridled outburst does come through here as well, but now that gave APG enough time to formulate a rotate around into the map here. The unmortal tempo comes through, but catches nobody with the CC.
Okay, it's very clear. You can see, Boom, they have some combinations available, but it's not as clean. APG, so far, they've survived it. If Boom can clean up their timings, there is a potential of a huge swing.
Exactly. If they can clean it up fast enough, then yes, I'll completely agree. But to do that in a one match is going to be taking your reactivity to a completely different level here. But obviously, Boom, they're looking to go for that space fright. But now the set sail does come through with a silk imprint as well. But it's going to be enough to not keep Xiang into place. But now, takedown goes over to Boom.
And they purposefully funneled that kill into the hands of Mickey as well. But this comes at the cost of a 4-minute Tyrant going to the hands of APG, who will have access to Danny here. At the bottom, there's 4 people here.
Definitely playing for the bigger picture here is going to be APG as they get that Tyrant takedown into the early part of the game, but maybe, just maybe, Boom can actually make a little bit of a splinter for that top T1 as well. Obviously, already looking a bit battered. They freeze the wave. There is no mini wave crashing in to meet this one currently at the T1 territory.
Yeah, but Xiang is there. Xiang is going to be able to kill. Oh, nice
using
pull.
the flash combo. Silk Weaver, but Tatsuri not getting the combo off, man.
Okay, this is a bit difficult because we can definitely see what Boom is trying to do, right?
Yeah.
Every time Tatsuri lands the catch, hopefully they get that golden token from Danny, and if it's needed at all, Miggy and Draw, they use the ultimates to land the stuns to continue that duration for the burst to come through. But for now, that combination has not been achieved. The distance is just a little bit too far for Boom.
Yeah, they need to kind of try and close that distance themselves there. Set Sail just actually hit for the third time, but now we're getting engaged here from the side of APG. They're just using that lung AoE stun from the Q1 here to perfection. Saber just driving away any kind of potential fight from Boom.
Yeah, and he's doing this without the use of his ultimate. That's a concerning point for the side of Boom Esports. Right now, APG feel like they have the upper hand, not just because they have the gold advantage, but also because they have significant EXP advantage. Yilong is already at level 10, and Shishan's already at level 8. They are both one ahead of their counterparts.
Oh, absolutely. But at the same time, I mean, Shishan has to get the lead, right? Like, you are playing the shirt the same way you play the Mai Shiranui. You're literally just looking for that combo and just basically feeding the kills into the rest of your team. Whereas Shishan on the Mai, he's looking to be one of the carries here.
Yeah, okay. Point taken. That's definitely very important, right? We need to have that level of advantage for the burst. The stolen away once again. Crimson Golem goes in the hands of Yilong.
And more importantly, it's going to be that intel, right? When we see that timer continue down, you know for a fact if APG are in the position of privilege, they can just rotate there and expect to see somebody on the side of Boom and potentially get not only that Crimson Golem, but also a pickup.
Yeah, right now you can see how he's trying to ramp up the speed, the pacing of this jungle rotation, right? He needs the farm because he needs to be the threat, the deterrent against Shushan and Sun and Saber as well.
Yeah, just maybe take them elsewhere into the gorge, because into the team fight, it's not looking too good here for the side of Boom just yet, but they are still behind by around about 1k gold for now. But APG, they're just looking to go full steam ahead right now, but there's going to be the set sail disconnect onto the back line of APG Xiang, but if anyone's going to take a boat to the face, it's going to be the Storm Mace.
Yeah, look, Xiang, he's been performing super well in KIC2025, and he has this very strong signature movement. He soaks up all the damage, gets out, and then APG comes in, destroys the entire backline of the opponents.
Exactly. I mean, if you wasted a lot of the skills there, just like so, Carl goes down. Yulong looking to play a little bit of a long game there, parkour, but it's going to be the leaping savior from Draw that keeps his boy Migi alive.
Yep, they buy some time. This is really important, but APG, they want more. Look at the poke damage that Yilong is doing. He does not mind. His ultimate allows him to get some lifesteal on hand as well.
Oh, speaking of lifesteal there, it's not quite going to come through just yet, but there's the set sail, looking to try and just get a phase check into that brush, but it's actually going to be a split push potential here from the side of APG, getting that T2 takedown into the bot side of the map.
As well as getting the Crimson buff, right? Exactly what you mentioned just now. They know the timers. You know Yulong is going to be there on time. But not just him alone. The other members of APG are here to cause some trouble as well.
Speaking of Ruckus, it's going to be a Ruckus in that mid lane as that T1 takedown does fall here for the side of Boom Esports once again. So really, we're looking for some kind of error on the side of APG to allow Boom to actually get out of this T2 territory.
Yeah, there needs to be a lot more done on the side of Boom Esports, but this is not their choice. It is what does APG allow. And for now, APG, they're not allowing a single shred of space.
Yeah, they're not dropping space, any kind of resource at this moment in time. They are just looking to go full steam ahead. And why not? Because tournament life is on the line.
Yeah, they're speed running this one. The Tyrant goes straight into the hands of Yulong here. The rest of the members are putting pressure on the T2 on the top as well. APG looking like a true alpha for this one.
Absolutely, using that multiple tempo there, just try and get the lock onto Carl, then all steam can go ahead here for the side of APG, but they are able, onto the side of Boom, to alleviate that minion wave for now.
A little bit difficult. Right now, everything, Boom has to respond. That's the biggest thing. If Boom doesn't respond, APG just take whatever they want for free, but at the same time, they have superior wave management on the side of APG, which makes Boom's life is so much more difficult because no matter what you do, you lose somewhere else.
Oh, absolutely. You've just got waves crashing in all 3 lanes, unfortunately, for the side of Boom Esports, and they always have to have somebody away from these team fights, but they're choosing to lose at T2 top side of the map to hopefully get some big gains here.
Yeah, it's a force error at this point. APG looking so strong. Take a look at the gold advantage coming in from the lanes. The biggest difference here is that there is a very big 1,000 gold lead between Yulong and Kao. Of course, going in the form and going to the advantage of Yulong on this Ukyo Tachibana.
I mean, it's scary already that Yukio is already the direct counter to the Lung anyway, the Swift Blade, but having 1k gold ahead of yourself and that being the counter, I think that's even scarier.
Exactly. And look, he's at level 14. This blue-haired guy is going to be the bane of existence for the blue side.
Speaking of bane of existence, that set sail is not going to be it for the side of APG. Trying to put that Silk imprint to try and get the combo here is going to be Tatsuri just driving away APG for now out of their jungle. But with the medium wave top side of the map here crashing through, you can imagine that it's going to be creating pressure down to the bot side too.
This brings us to the exact point we're talking about. At the 10-minute mark, what is Boom Sports' decision? Do they try and contest this? Looks like the answer is no. And APG, with this fighting power prowess, what damage can they do?
A lot of damage. They have the Shadow Tyrant now coming through for the next 8 seconds, so increased damage and movement speed is definitely going to put the ante onto Boom Esports. And Boom don't have the privilege of actually trying to go for the Shadow Overlord, unfortunately, here.
Yeah, they can't. They have to stay. The quarantine orders are here. You are going to be staying at home at base. Boom Esports, first round of your test. Do you pass?
There we go, just kind of forcing out the ultimate there from Xiang, just kind of get that extra bit of shield to come through to try and get an assault onto this top T or 3, but it's only going to be just chunking the damage away from now. They are just keeping the minion wave into the enemy's base.
Look at the damage. Throughout an equal exchange, they actually get quite a bit of damage onto the T3 at the top side. APG working around the defenses of Boom Esports, secures the Crimson buff for themselves into the hands of Sun as well. Looks like this sub for Sun was the best decision.
Oh, absolutely. Sun being subbed in here is definitely making a dividend here for the side of APG, but there we get the stun onto Saber now, but can they get a follow-through here for the side of Boom Esports? And currently, they're looking at a negative trade for themselves.
Right now, APG, they're making Miggy's boat look like a toy boat, right? Okay, it hit me, or ouch, it's not that pain. And then APG now, they're looking for the finishing blow here. This is going to be the Shadow Overlord. This next push could be the end of Boom's game number 1 life.
Yeah, could definitely be the vice grip here for the side of Boom Esports in game number 1. The takedown of that Shadow Overlord is only gonna just put more pressure onto Boom Esports now. Currently hindering a 6.1k gold lead as well. That's definitely a position you don't want to be in.
Look at the itemization that Susan has. Already has the Scepter of Reverberation, Insatiable Tomb, Savant's Wrath, everything already on board. All he needs now is the Void Staff to complete the job of the Magical Pierce.
Yeah, just to get the takedown onto, make it easier onto draw as well, right? Like, that's the only tank we're looking at really here onto the side of Boom Esports. But now, just trying to drive these Vanguard through is going to be the aim of APG as they take down the T3 bot side of the map, but Set Sail does connect here with a Stampede as well. Can Boom Esports get a kill into their name to save their base? And down goes Midgie, down goes Draw, and now we have the Vanguard knocking at the door. Can game number 1 be ending here for the side of Boom? Not just yet, but the Vanguard has now come through to the bot side of the map. They're looking to drive them away, and able to do so with Tatsuri falling is going to be a potential holding the door here, but APG slam the door on the thought of Boom Esports.
Very dominant performance coming from the side of APG. They came here 1 goal in mind, and that's the